Hi, I'm Shruti, working as an associate software engineer at Winfomi. Today I'm going to walk you through Health Cloud for payers, specifically focusing on care management and utilization management. We will cover what a payer is, key challenges in payer system, care management data model and demo, utilization and prior authorization data model and demo. Let's get started. So what exactly is a payer? A payer is a health insurance organization. Their job is to pay for medical services on behalf of their members. Examples includes like private insurers, Medicare or Medicaid. But payers don't just pay bills, they create insurance plans, work with providers like hospitals or clinics, manage claims and authorization, and also support members. At center of everything is a member, that is patient. Payers deal with some key challenges like in massive data volume, complaints and security, slow service due to multiple systems, complex provider networks, like coordinating with a provider is a real challenge, heavy prior authorization workload. Health Cloud integrated platform that brings everything together, like giving a payer a 360-degree view of a member, automated workflow, centralized data, streamlining care coordination, and automating prior authorization workflow. Key modules are member engagement, care management, utilization management, and provider network management. Today we can focus on care management and utilization management. In care management data model, everything revolves around one central object, that is care plan. Care plan is stored as a case record. Now I'm switching back to the arc, navigating to the integrated care management tab, and choosing any one of the existing person account. I'm choosing chart screen record. So this is the 360-degree view of a patient. Next, I will move to the care plan tab. So care plan, it contains members' health condition, goals and tasks, and this defines how the members' health is managed. Inside the care plan, we have care plan problems, care plan goals, care plan intervention, that is task or activities. These are the, so care plan problems are the health condition that we are addressing, like diabetes, hypertension, or post-discharge cardiac risk. For the existing chart screen record, we have an underlying problem, uncontrolled hyperglycemia, and we have an assessment. This assessment helps to evaluate the member's condition and can automatically recommend goals and interventions. And care gap. Care gap helps us to identify the missing or overdue care. For example, a missed cholesterol test or missed medication review, so that we can take proactive action. For short screen record, there is an existing care gap which is open. So we can create a care plan using this care gap. So basically, a member has a care plan which contains problems, goals and tasks. Care gaps identify what's been missing. The care team works together to close them. Now let's see this in a live demo. For Anis Smith, who was recently discharged from the hospital after a cardiac event, he has a follow-up cardiology appointment scheduled but hasn't completed his post-discharge medication review, and his cholesterol level haven't been checked since discharge. And navigating to the arc and have an existing Andy Smith record and click on the care plan tab, and he has some assessment that has been completed, and now clicking on the care plan, new care plan. We can create a care plan with the help of assessment, care plan template or care gap. Now I'm creating it with assessment. We have an existing assessment that has been completed by Andy Smith, post cardiac discharge risk assessment. Click on start it. Indeed. And if there is any existing goals, action plans, that also can be added here, and click save. Now post cardiac discharge risk assessment care plan has been created, and a case is associated with it. Now we can navigate to the care gap. We have an existing care gap that is for LDL cholesterol monitoring, but for post discharge medication review, we don't have any existing care gap. So we can create a care gap for that. Post-discharge medication review. Click next. Start date and date. Evaluate premature. And it has been open. So now we can create a care plan using the care gap. Click next. There is two existing care gaps, so we can choose both and click next using care gap. Start date and date. And in the existing care gap, I have created a goal as a prerequisite to bring LDL level below 100 mg, and for and the medication review within 14 days and click save. So care plan is being created with the care gap, and a goal is also created that we have selected. As a result, care plan is created with the help of care gap automatically. So this is how the Salesforce connect data to action, like identifying gaps automatically and converting them into the care plan, goals, and assign interventions. Now we can navigate to the utilization management data model. Utilization management is the process payers use to review and approve medical services before they are performed. The goal is to make sure services are medically necessary, effective, and cost effective. The most common example is a prior authorization where a doctor needs insurance approval before scheduling a surgery or ordering an expensive test. Delays can delay the patient care. So let me walk you through the key objects. Members same as before, like contact or person account. Member plan, the insurance coverage defines what's covered and what requires prior authorization. Care request. This is the most important object. The care request captures the prior authorization request, service being requested. Once a care request is submitted, a case is automatically created to manage the clinical team, works with case to review and document. Service or procedure being requested is represented using the care request item. This is where we capture details like type of service, for example, physical therapy session or cardiac rehabilitation procedure, along with quantity and related information. So here, care request item has been put to the care request object. So Andy Smith has been discharged after a cardiac event. His cardiologist has recommended an inpatient cardiac rehabilitation program. Before Andy can begin, the health plan needs to review and approve the service. So I am going to submit the prior authorization request now. Let's switch back to the ARC and navigate to the utilization management for payers. So in the home page, you can see the add authorization request detail here. Click on this. Click inpatient. Next. Using member name, you can find Andy Smith. Choose any one service state. Show member plans. These are the two member plan that has been added. Search code. So I'm choosing cardiac rehabilitation service. So prior authorization is required here. So click next, requested date, field date, admission type, emergency, and also choose the quantity. Click next. Provide a name. I'm just giving John Green. And also we can provide the facility name. Click next. So document, that is any discharge summary or any other medical document that has to be uploaded for reference, we can add it here. I'm choosing no value as of now and click next. So we can view the review request where everything has been properly assigned and click complete and submit. Now the request has been submitted and click on view request details. A case record is created where it is in the stage of admin review, where we can see the admin review button for that process. So here in Andy's prior authorization request, status as admin review, and in the case record we have an option to start admin review for benefit verification. Typically before the clinical team reviews the request, it first goes through the admin review here, followed by the clinical team review. Today we covered Health Cloud for payers. We started with what a payer is, the challenges they face, Health Cloud, how Health Cloud solves them. For care management, the flow is member, care plan, goals, tasks, and identifying the missing care and care plan is created. For utilization management, it's all about the care request and member plan, care request, case, and prior authorization workflow. So two different modules, two different workflows, but both are connected to the same member record in one unified platform. Thanks for watching our step-by-step guide on Health Cloud for payers. Don't forget to subscribe for more detailed tutorials and feel free to leave a comment below if you have any question.